Lots of action is what I need. No more roots than a tumbleweed. Restless breed. I live my life by an unknown creed. Got nobody to mind or heed. I just go where the four winds lead. Restless breed. I do what I want to. I live like I want to. Ain't no way of proving what makes me keep moving. A strange, lonely burning has filled me with yearning and seems to be driving me on and on. I belong to the restless breed, praying hard for the day I'm freed. Only true love will do the deed. Restless breed. Restless, 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 restless,
Since the close of the Civil War, this organized band of cold-blooded killers, known as Newton's Raiders, have been smuggling arms over the border and straight through to Maximilian. Now, we, on the other hand, are anxious to help General Juarez defeat Maximilian and establish for his people a free Republic of Mexico. This is the area to which your father was assigned to carry out his investigations. He was found dead in the little border town of Mission, Texas.
Mission, huh?
The headquarters of Newton's Raiders. The department has granted your request. You may keep your father's badge and gun.
Did anyone in Mission know who my father was?
Only one man, an unordained preacher, a sort of a lay evangelist. He's called Reverend Simmons. He has a small mission on the edge of town. That's where your father stayed. It was through him we first heard of your father's death.
Anyone see what happened?
The reports of our investigators have given us a very graphic picture. James Allan, a young would-be killer, an informer of Newton's, apparently overheard the plans laid out by your father and the Reverend to trap Newton. Later, he was seen riding toward the Mexican border. Now, Newton's hideout is unknown. He's contacted through relays of different riders. The following night, Newton returned alone with Allan. Newton is clever and elusive. As far as we know, he has not returned to Texas since the night he murdered your father.
Doesn't give me much to go on.
Now, wait a minute, Mitch. You stick to your law practice. Your father's closest friend, United States Marshal Steve Evans, has requested the assignment. He'll give the orders.
I don't take orders.
Come on, Mitch. Your father wouldn't like that kind of talk. I know you're upset now.
Yes, I'm upset. And I'll probably stay that way for a long time.
I'll have Marshal Evans keep in touch with you.
It won't be necessary. On second thought, I won't be needing this.
You gotta be careful in this town, stay out of everybody's way. People here get killed for looking at it the wrong way.
Well, don't worry about me. I'll keep my eyes closed. How much do I owe you?
Figuring everything, $10. That includes your ride back to Edinburgh.
Then I'll meet you here Wednesday, is that it?
No, it's just that if you change your mind or something about going back up north, we won't be owing one another anything.
I'll see you Wednesday. Whiskey. What's going on?
Cockfight. Take a 20 on the big drink. You're on.
Give me part of
Another
that.
20 if you got it. You got yourself a bet, mister.
Where can I find the boss?
I'm Jim Daly. What can I do for you?
He said the boss.
You want to see Ed Newton?
Do I?
He's away on a business trip.
When's he coming back?
A day or two, maybe. Why?
I'll take that up with him. Hey, you're kind of nervous with that thing, aren't you?
Who'd I tell Newton was asking for him?
I'll be around. I'll tell him myself.
Angelita, it's the time the children will put to bed. Yes, young man. What is it?
Are you Reverend Simmons?
That's what they call me, but I'm not an ordained minister. These are my children, by adoption. Angelita, children.
I understand you have a place where I might stay.
Well, if you don't mind sleeping in a converted stall, that's all I have to offer.
That'll do fine.
But there'll be no charge. You'll come with me. This way, young man.
How about making a contribution to the mission?
You can if you wish, and I might add, it'll be most welcome. I'll have a light here in a minute.
You really take a lot of burdens on yourself, don't you?
Somebody has to. The Indians don't want these half-breed orphans, and neither do their white fathers.
Those kids are half-breed Indians?
Yes.
Here you go, Reverend.
May the good Lord bless you. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but you should know that you're in one of the worst places on the face of the earth.
Well, most border towns are pretty much alike, aren't they?
Not this one. Our little town's been taken over by a gang of paid killers. They're hired for protection by an organized group of smugglers who deal in guns and other contraband across the border.
I thought the government put a stop to most of that.
Not yet. It's not an easy job. They even killed a Secret Service man who was sent out here from Washington. He slept in that bed. I still don't know how Ed Newton found out about him.
Ed Newton?
Now, see what I mean? Wearing a gun in this town is an invitation to murder. That's Mike Williams, our new sheriff. He's only been on the job a week and a half. He's the third one we've had in 2 months.
Go in there, Sheriff. They got it set up for you.
Down off of there. I'd leave him alone if I were you, Sheriff. He's not harming nothing, just having some fun.
Now you stay out of this, Cherokee.
You were told to get out of town.
Yeah, I know.
Always spoiling the fun.
Go ahead. Draw.
No. I suppose we better leave things just as they are.
Morton!
Look behind you, Sheriff.
What for? So you can shoot me in the back?
be damned in hell.
Don't look at me. I didn't draw on him. Tried to warn him.
Lies at my feet, murdered in cold blood. Who among you is man enough to speak up and name the assassin?
Oh, come on, Reverend. You can do better than that.
Again, I say, if there's a God-fearing man among you, let him speak up. Name the murderer. Let me go. Let me go!
You do better up there, preacher.
Is the crime of murder a subject for amusement?
Come on, louder.
I ask in the Lord's name for witnesses of this atrocity. Identification of the killer.
Hey, Leonard, play. Good and loud.
Point out the killer. Is there not one speechless coward among you who can find his tongue and his own soul with it? Oh, you thing of fire! Thing of evil! You evil devil! Come on! Let me go! Let me go! Come on! Let me go! Let me go! Go! Fighting the devil!
He won't admit it, but you did him a big favor, mister.
Is that right?
Yeah. Things could have got rough.
Shut the noise down for a minute. I've got something to say.
Hold everything. We got another speech coming up.
As long as I'm in this town, there'll be no more of this.
Who says?
This.
You know him, Cherokee?
Where'd he come from?
Who is he?
I don't know. But whoever he is, he's pushing his luck. Fill it up.
I hope he's bluffing. Another sheriff murdered. Mayor Johnson! Mayor Johnson!
Mayor, the new fella just told them all that if there's any more killings, they'll have to answer to him.
It's almost unbelievable.
Well, he told them all right.
Who knows? This may be the beginning.
He's on our side, Reverend. You can be sure of that.
Young man. We're all proud of you.
This town owes you a debt of gratitude.
Nobody owes me anything.
What made you do it? The way they treated Reverend Simmons?
No, not exactly.
Then what did prompt you to make such a dangerous challenge?
Let's just say I don't like to see any representative of the law killed in cold blood.
Was the sheriff a friend of yours?
I never saw him before in my life.
Well, if you're going to bring law and order to mission, you'll need this.
No, thank you, Mayor.
But you can't take the law in your own hands.
They did.
I say we should call his bluff. Fire those guns, Morton.
Why don't we forget it?
He won't come back. He'll run clear out of Texas, you'll see.
Who are you, young man? And where are you from?
That's not important.
Well, we should know for your own good.
What if something should happen to you?
I don't want you or anybody else to be concerned about me.
Get up on the platform.
I've had enough.
Get up on the platform.
All right, all right.
Clear the room, gentlemen.
Cover the door.
They're at it again.
Well, looks like they're calling my hand.
Don't go. They're trying to bait you like they did the sheriff.
If I back down now, you'll never get rid of them. You people better stay here. I wouldn't want to see any of you get hurt.
It sounds great. All right behind the bar. Stand by, boys.
You said he wouldn't come back.
You worried, Morton?
No, but I just don't like it.
Keep your arms up where they are and drop those guns.
Throwing a beat on a helpless drunk. What kind of a man are you?
The kind that will shoot him in the belly if he doesn't do what I say. Now!
If you'd knew what was really good for you, Greenhorn, you'd be out of town right now.
The first man who drops his arms to his side will die in that position. Finish you off right now. You make one more move and I will. That's the way they wanted it, Reverend.
A wholesale slaughter.
These two men killed the sheriff. What are you doing?
There's no doctor in town. I've had medical training.
Get your hands off me, preacher.
You'll die of lead poisoning if that bullet isn't removed.
You let me worry about that.
Well, looks like you're going to have to operate against the man's will, Reverend. Maybe you shouldn't have thrown that drink in his face.
He'll be treated with the same care as any other patient.
I know that, Reverend, but he doesn't.
Yeah, well, he still ain't going to touch me.
That's just fine. I'll be happy to come to your funeral. Hey, Daly, maybe we could have the wake right here. A good cockfight might cheer things up.
This is going to hurt. You better bite that belt.
You better know what you're doing.
Angelita! 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 Where is he?
The Reverend?
No, the young stranger, our friend.
Something wrong?
The Reverend's over at the hotel operating on Cherokee. I tried to warn him, but he wouldn't listen.
Warn him about what?
Cherokee has 2 men with him, and they've threatened to kill him if anything goes wrong. If the young stranger comes here, tell him to hurry. I'll be at the hotel.
It looks like I've earned quite a reputation.
Please hurry, just in case something does go wrong.
Anyone with think I was a professional gunman.
Aren't you?
No. You disappointed?
Well, if you're not, what are you?
I better see what's going on.
Give me a bandage.
You better hurry. They're in room 10.
He'll be all right in there, so. A device of the devil.
Beautiful. Did you thank the Reverend Cherokee?
I didn't ask him to do it.
I wouldn't have even bothered.
He had his reasons. He's trying to prove something.
Oh, like turn the other cheek, huh?
Yeah, he'll use it for sermon tomorrow.
Thank him, Cherokee.
I ain't thanking you, preacher. All you ever do is meddle where you don't belong.
Son, you better thank God.
You ain't heard the last of this either, mister.
I don't think you're as tough as you think you are, Cherokee.
Oh, you scared me.
Angelita, the angel. Oh,
Please, don't let me go. Oh, you think this is funny?
The price of having a fast gun in town comes high, doesn't it?
Haven't you ever tried to steal a kiss, Reverend?
There's a legend about Gun Town. The man with the fastest draw owns everything.
Now, you're jumping to conclusions.
Leave Angelita alone.
Well, if that's the way she wants it, I will.
Even if it isn't the way she wants it. I'm doing my best to bring her up as a decent young woman. If she had her way, she'd be a barroom dancer. She needs the love and care of someone with tenderness, compassion, and understanding.
I couldn't have any of those qualities, could I?
I've never met a gunfighter yet who did. Angelita?
Come in.
I saw your light. It's late. You should be asleep, child.
Is everything all right?
Yes, everything. This stranger, you like him?
He is nice.
Angelita, you must not allow yourself to like this man.
Is there ever to be a man I can like?
He is no good.
Well, if you'd only tell me why.
He's a gunfighter. Every new day for him can be his last one. These men are killers. They make enemies wherever they go. They take what they can get, wherever and whenever they can. Are you interested in such a man?
No.
Then for you, he must not exist. Good night, my child, and God be with you.
Do you believe all his sermons?
Yes, I do.
He can't change what you are.
What is it you think I am?
Half angel, half woman.
I've never met anybody so...
Good night, Angelita.
Archangel?
An archangel?
Reverend Simmons says archangels are sent out from heaven to protect people.
Oh? Well, not me, honey.
Where did you come from?
Oh, I come from a place where there are no angels at all. Oh, not from down there either.
Where did you get such a gun?
From my father.
Did he give it to you?
No, son, he just didn't have any more use for it.
Will you shoot it for us? Will you?
Remember, children, you never shoot a gun unless you really have to.
Children, get back inside. What have you been telling them?
Oh, that I wasn't an archangel. Just a human being. Like you. Angelita. How did the other sheriffs get killed?
Oh, street ambush.
They'll probably try to take me the same way. That Cherokee seems to put a lot of faith in past successes. Street ambush sounds about right.
Are you going to walk right into it?
Well, I waited till the Reverend services were over tonight.
Well, you can't just walk down the street and have them shoot at you.
Angelita, can I speak with you?
Do you know what he's going to do? He's going out there to get himself killed.
Don't move. Keep facing that window. Throw your gun over here. Hurry up! Where's the back door?
Through there, sir.
Drop it. Walk over to that tree. Stop. Drop that gun. Get down from there. Turkey, step over to Jim Daly. Higher! 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 Up on the platform. Let's hear some music for him. Now dance! Come on, higher!
I was afraid by now you would have caused more bloodshed.
A little while ago, they were ready to kill me.
Come on, Dan! Hasn't this gone about far enough?
Get over here. Now get out of town, you two, and stay out. Come on.
That better? You might have gotten yourself killed.
Pretty lucky, I guess. I don't want to be unfriendly. And I'm grateful for what you've done here, but...
But you still don't trust me, is that it?
Yes. So long as we don't know who or what you are, we must leave the mission.
Now, just a minute, Reverend.
I can't risk the reputation of our little mission or the safety of my wards by harboring an outlaw.
Uh-huh. A while ago, you seemed pleased because I saved your neck and ran a couple of troublemakers out of town.
So long as you won't reveal your identity, you force me to draw my own conclusions.
Thanks, Reverend.
Why are you making him leave here?
It is for the best.
Always it is for the best. He's helped you.
Do not question my judgment.
Oh, but he'll go away and we'll never see him again.
I pray that is true, for I have a strange feeling about that man. He is here for some purpose, some sinful purpose.
that any way to act? Why all the tears?
Oh, you shouldn't be here. Please go.
Now, you don't really want me to leave, do you?
Yes, I do. Last night I let you kiss me, but...
I know. I'm sorry. I was only having fun. This morning, before the ambush, it wasn't funny anymore. I saw a terrible, scared look in your eyes.
You did?
Yes. I don't want you or anyone else to worry about me like that.
Why not?
Because one way or the other, I won't be here very long. It mustn't matter to anyone.
But it will to me. And I don't even know your name.
I'll tell you if you promise not to tell anyone else.
I promise.
It's Mitchell.
Is that your first or your last name?
My first. Everybody calls me Mitch.
Mitch.
Now, that's enough for now. All right?
All right. Mitch. Where do you come from? Where did you learn how to use it?
There you go, just like a woman. Asking questions. So.
Tell us.
We won't tell anyone. Mitch?
So you were listening, huh?
Were you an Indian or were you a big cowboy?
Sometimes he doesn't know whether he's a redskin or a pale-face.
Oh. Well, I was little, about your age and size. I had a father who I thought was about the greatest man in the whole world. Taught me how to hunt and fish, swim, how to shoot a gun. Better than any other boy my own age and size. But he didn't want me to be a gunman. He wanted me to grow up on the side of law and order, go to school, be very, very smart. I loved him very deeply. So even though I liked shooting guns, I did exactly what he asked me to.
He made you go to school?
Yep. For years and years.
Then why didn't you get smart?
Oh, you don't think I'm smart, huh?
You're still using a gun.
Yes, I am still using a gun.
It's a pretty one, though.
Come on now, both of you. Come on.
Come on, now run along, do what Angelita tells you.
Tell me why you're still using a gun.
That's something I can't tell you, Angelita.
The Reverend was right. You are here for a reason. Some terrible reason.
What difference does it make?
A great deal.
Disappointed in me?
Yes.
You thought I was somebody special, huh?
Yes. Somebody very special.
Well, you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, I meant to have this stuff out of here.
Well, to get this.
My kid had took for the little waitress down the street. Never did get enough nerve to give it to her.
Did all three of the former sheriffs live in this room?
One at a time. gonna have company, all right.
You'll have to share the room with Mr. Evans.
Marshal Evans. Hello, Mr. Mayor. Didn't expect you back here so soon. Killed 2 of Newton's men last night, and the town's never been so quiet.
Who is he?
This is him coming now, Marshal.
Hello, Steve. Got the word you were headed here. Do you mind, Johnson?
Oh, no, not at all, Marshal. Not at all.
Come in. You look the same, boy.
An old stone face like yours never changes either.
So you're the new tough guy in town, huh?
I don't have any secrets from you, Steve. You know why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm afraid I do.
And you don't approve?
No, I don't approve, neither personally or professionally. Who told you to interfere with the law?
What law?
You were told that the matter of your father's death would get special attention.
I decided to handle it my own way. I don't belong to any government agency, and I don't have to answer to anybody.
That's where you're wrong. You'll answer to me.
To you?
Yes. To begin with, you've already killed 2 men.
In self-defense.
Now you're waiting for another one. And if you kill him, I'll see that you're hanged for it.
What are you trying to do, Steve? Save me from myself? That was a good try. You couldn't make a murder charge against me, Stick. The moment Newton sees me, he'll go for his guns, in front of maybe 20 witnesses. Now, what jury would convict me?
I'll tell the jury that I warned you, and that it was premeditated murder.
Well, you've hardened up a lot, Steve, since the last time I saw you.
I mean every word I said. And besides, Ed Newton is riding this way with 2 of the fastest gunmen in the country on either side of him.
Yes, and he's going to need them. Because neither you nor they nor anybody else is going to stop me.
Now, come to your senses, Mitch.
Take your hands off me, Steve.
You'll never get away with it. In the name of your father, who was closer to me than any man on this earth, in his name, I disown you. You're not his son. You're a wild-eyed hooligan looking for a cheap revenge. Not to satisfy the ghost of your father, but your own hurt, warped, distorted ego.
I said, take your hands off me. Bartender! Put a bottle of whiskey right here.
Yes, sir.
I was the last person Mr. Baker talked to before he was killed. I had no idea Mitch was his son.
I've known both of them since Mitch was a little boy.
Mr. Baker was a fearless man.
And Mitch is made out of the same fiber as his father, and just as headstrong. We've just closed in on the last of the main gang who's been supplying the smugglers with guns. If it hadn't been for Frank Baker's work, we might never have gotten close to them.
So Ed Newton is finished?
Not in Mitch's eyes.
I've seen men doing foolish things in my day.
What are you talking about?
How fast on the draw are you now?
Look, just don't worry about it, huh?
Bet you can't even lift your gun out of the holster.
You mean like this?
Please. Who is it?
It's me, Allan.
Just a minute. All right, come in.
Cherokee, hey, if you want me to, I can get him for you.
Who, what are you talking about?
That greenhorn, Mitch Baker.
Baker? How do you know his name?
Same way as I found out about his father by hanging around the mission.
Where is he?
He's over at Jim Daddy's and he's drunk.
You probably shoot better drunk than you can sober.
Please let me try. He's got lots of money on him.
No, Newton will want to take care of him personally.
You think Baker knows who killed his father?
You talk too much.
Hey, Cherokee, you don't suppose he knows about me? I was the one who gave his father away.
You got paid for it, didn't you? Now get out of here.
He tried to kill me.
Where's your gun?
I'm stopped it.
I guess you did.
Yeah, well, you know why he's here in town? He's here to kill Ed Newton. The Cherokee himself, he told me. He's laughing at me.
Yeah, quit laughing at me!
Hey! Wake up.
I am awake.
Come here.
Please be quiet.
I want to talk to you.
You'll wake up everybody in the mission.
If you don't talk to me, I'll wake up everybody in the whole town.
You've been drinking.
The girl in the cage.
I'm sorry. Awfully sorry about your father.
What did old Steve tell you?
Why don't you get some sleep? We'll talk about it tomorrow.
You should have heard what he told me.
It'll be all right. Everything will be all right.
Will it?
Don't say it like that.
Half angel, all woman.
Good night.
Good night.
Angelita, may I speak with you?
Yes. You heard.
I heard it all.
He's so lonely and hurt.
I know.
He needs help.
I'll go to him tomorrow. Do what I can.
If you don't stop him, he'll be killed.
I'll do everything in my power to help him, Angelita. For your sake and for his. Good night, my child.
Cherokee, if you tell Ed Newton, he'll kill me.
You talk too much.
Sorry, Mr. Evans. I forgot I had to share this room with the U.S. Marshal.
Leave it on.
Now, this is quite a hotel room.
Slept in this room many times.
Huh? You knew all three of the murdered sheriffs, huh?
And liked them all. They were brave, honorable men. Just like your father. Did he ever tell you that he saved my life once?
No.
We used to see a lot of each other in those days.
Hey, are you trying to lead up to something?
He wouldn't want to see you ruin your life like this.
You told me that before. I think you covered everything.
Do you know what your dad always dreamed of for you?
Sure, I know. That was all a long time ago. Look, I'm tired.
You can't stand the truth.
I just don't want to talk about it.
You tried to blind yourself with whiskey, but it didn't work. You tried to drown your conscience, but you can't. You're too good a man. You're like your father. Sure, you're unhappy that he was killed. Sure, you want to do something about it. But let me do it my way. Give me the satisfaction of seeing that justice is done. Surely you don't want everything your way.
Maybe I do, Steve. Maybe I do.
Cherokee left here undoubtedly on his way out to see Newton.
Means he'll come riding into town with his gunmen all primed for a kill.
Is Mitch Baker inside?
Yeah, he's playing poker. Found himself some new company. I guess he got tired of listening to me.
I'm going to try and talk to him.
I'm afraid he's not in much of a mood to listen to anything.
He has to.
Good luck.
Mitch, I must talk to you.
Mitch? Getting right friendly, aren't you, Reverend?
Well, I hope to.
Come on. You can use another player.
Yeah, Reverend, sit down.
Could I talk to you alone?
No.
It won't take very long.
Come on, Reverend, sit down. Boys wouldn't mind. Here, feel the Reverend in.
Yeah, Reverend, come on, sit down.
Hey, whiskey.
Well, please, I don't play cards. Sorry, I don't gamble.
I'll do the gambling, Reverend. You just hold the cards.
$10. I'll stay.
I'll stay. Reverend stays.
I'll stay.
Cards?
We have two.
Two. Reverend?
Reverend takes, 3.
Spud?
1.
So bid.
I'll take 3 cards.
And the dealer takes 3.
I'll bet $20.
Call.
I'm in. Reverend stays and raises it 20.
I'm out.
I pass.
Yep. Had to see him, Reverend. 2 pair.
Straight.
Straight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9.
Wait a minute. What's the Reverend got?
Three jacks. Looks like you win all the money, Reverend.
It's uncanny.
Let's have a bottle of whiskey.
Please, Mitch, may I speak with you? Don't go through with this. Destroy yourself and you destroy those who love and respect you. You are no longer a stranger. You're one of us. If you are killed, and I believe you will be, all you will have succeeded in doing is to bring shame and disgrace to your father's good name. Revenge is for the weak, the cruel, and the thoughtless, who allow their emotions to lead them away from the path of righteousness. Please, Mitch. What do I tell Angelita?
He didn't want to take it. Mitch Baker staked him and played for it, so this rightfully belongs to him.
He wouldn't get up from the poker table until he'd lost all his money, and insisted that I would.
You mean you couldn't do anything with him?
Absolutely nothing. He's dead set, determined to face Newton.
Where'd he go? Back to the hotel?
I suppose.
To the haunted room.
To die needlessly. A boy who worshipped his father.
Looking for Mitch Baker. He's number 9.
Why did you come here?
I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
Mitch, I love you. Oh, Mitch, I love you.
Angelita, now I told you once before, I don't ever want you to worry about me like this.
I don't care what you told me.
Who told you to come here?
No one.
The Reverend, maybe, huh?
No.
Listen, don't you realize that little girls aren't supposed to go to a man's hotel room?
I don't care. Why don't you let Marshal Evans take care of that, Newton?
Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to save your reputation is to marry you.
But you can't marry anybody if you're dead.
You better go back to the mission.
No. Not until you promise me.
I'm not going to promise you anything.
You could leave town. Nobody would see you.
Run away?
Are you afraid of what people will think?
I'm not going to run away from the man who killed my father.
Oh, Mitch. I've prayed and I've prayed that I can make you change your mind.
Listen, Angelita. Believe me. If anybody could, it'd be you.
Oh, then, Mitch, please. Please change your mind for me, please.
That's all for tonight, boys. We're closing up. Go on, get out. No use anybody getting hurt that don't have to. Go on, hurry up. Good night.
You're under federal arrest, Newton.
Yeah? For what?
Murder.
That's a pretty serious charge.
You should have thought of that the day you killed Frank Baker.
You can't prove that.
I'll prove it.
I don't think you will.
I hereby commit.
Newton, I'm giving you 10 seconds. If you don't come out with your hands in the air, I'm coming in after you.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Time's up, Baker. I thought you was coming in after us.
I am in. Don't move.
If you want to die fast, holster your guns.
No, Angelita.
Turn around, Newton. I want to get a look at your face. What's a tin badge for? A license to kill? If you resist arrest for murder, yes.